everyone, it's Shane, Aonghus and Graham here. We're APE Movies and this is Deepwater Horizon.
Synopsis-wise, it's an oil rig, it explodes, people are on it and need to escape. And that's basically the movie right there. What did you think?
Graham?
Well, I wasn't too keen on the movie. Nice intro about it. Took me a long time to understand the accents, but regardless of not understanding what everyone's saying, they're all kind of speaking like hillbillies.
Southern,
yeah, same thing really.
That's
racist.
We're in Ireland, so okay.
We all work very hard to ensure those moving parts are functioning as a means to very profitable end for all of us.
Yeah, at the beginning I didn't really understand it, but I kind of liked their jib. You know, it was kind of interesting listening to them. But then you got into that nice intro. Then I just found the rest of the film just seemed to be like one long second act of destruction and then a quick ending. Shane, what do you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, the movie's about the Deepwater Horizon, so obviously the main star of the show is the event that happens to it. I mean, the whole first act is just to get you invested in the characters so that you're carried through the second half, and I must be like, the spectacle that they give you towards the end is, I thought it was amazing.
I thought it was pretty
fantastic.
I see what they're trying to do, and I respect it, but for me, even introducing the characters, I found it went on a bit too long. Destruction in the second act went way too long. One of my main problems with it was there was way too many establishing shots kind of trying to explain to us what was happening to the ship when kind of deep down, you know, we don't kind of understand that kind of stuff. I don't need to see a pipe exploding here and a pipe exploding there. It's like, you know, show it to us at the beginning and then just show us the point of view of the characters and what they're going through. But if you just kept cutting to exteriors of bad kind of CGI of what's happened to the boat and back to the action with our characters, and I think that for me that was kind of cutting the flow of the movie.
I didn't necessarily mind that approach. I thought they did the best they could to explain the complicated chain of events that led up to disaster. Now, the movie did a good job of showing how things were bad, but then things got worse, and then they got worse again, it kept getting worse, and you understood why certain things were going wrong. I do agree that even though I think it's well made and an entertaining film, it does seem to drag a little. Like that first hour when you're not really showing much, you're just showing these guys and you're supposed to identify with them because they're just like working class guys and they're just doing a job.
How's it going?
Honey, show daddy. I'm not done. You did such a good job.
It's showtime. You can use your props.
My dad is Mike.
That goes on for a bit, and then all of a sudden, bang, and you know you're in an explosion, steady then for the next
Till the end of the
45
film.
minutes. Yeah, it doesn't let up then, but a fatigue does set in after a while, I think. But I still think it's a very well made disaster movie that you don't really see that much of.
I've shat on the movie a lot, but I wouldn't disregard it as a bad movie, but I just found it very jarring to kind of keep along with it.
I liked it. I thought it was quite good. I don't know what you're giving out about.
I'm not necessarily giving out, but that there were my quarrels.
Like I hear your criticisms, but like I also think you know it's an example of like real filmmaking craft as well, because you can tell this took a mountain of effort.
Oh yeah, big time.
It's
It's just
put together the way it was put together.
It's just only I kind of quarreled with just a few personal choices made where I would have liked to have seen it differently. I found that things went on too long, and I didn't need. It's a film of destruction that escalates. Personally, I would have loved to see the character's point of view internally inside the boat of it escalated as. You know, establish at the beginning of the movie that things are escalating badly and then just show the character's point of view, but we just had to keep cutting the CGI kind of boats on fire and pipes breaking, and you know, to me it meant nothing anyways. I knew I didn't need to be shown that to know that the things were escalating.
I think maybe they go a little bit over the top in how they portray the oil company executives. It's like they're real evil men in this movie, and it's
Characters
I
actually.
don't know. Like,
what do you think it was?
I would doubt if those interactions happened in real life. You know, they actually sat there and really discussed. We need to do A, even though it's highly dangerous and it's probably going to cause destruction.
Would they be allowed to?
I would be skeptical about
These
that.
things, I don't think
Would they be allowed to do that
as evil. I think they came across as greedy.
Okay.
And like it had never happened before, and they felt sure like it's never going to happen.
Yes, but it did show them as like, you know, they kind of rode roughshod over safety and everything else you should consider.
But if the movie is true to events,
yes,
they were on the rig themselves. They must have genuinely believed.
Yeah, I'm not sure now as regards. I know a lot of the characters we see.
If it's true to events, yeah.
I think certain characters are like composites of people. I don't know.
Did they kind of try to establish like something like one of the Richter scales is always off regardless or something? Was it?
No, there was some disparity between the drill pipe and the drill pipe where if one is off, the other one should be off as well.
Yeah,
but one was right, so they figured something else.
It says a lot. We all watched it, and I've watched it twice, and I'm still like, it's something to do with pressure.
There was a lot of pressure in one pipe, but the other pipe rated 0 pressure, so they thought it was okay that the issue was only with the one pipe.
Yeah, they thought it was kind of a false reading, false positive or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That was something I did like. I liked the there was like that scene. There was a man who says, "Look, I'm going by the book. This is saying we shouldn't do this, so we're not doing it. That's what I'm trying to do." Or women's are going, "But look, well, this stuff happens. We're going this way," and that was a nice kind of dynamic. And
in the end, though, the guy that stands for like common sense and doing things the right way does eventually agree to go along with this. Like he does give the go ahead, and you know, in a way, the movie's like, "Oh, these people are so. Oh, how can they be so stupid?" But the hero is stupid ultimately as well. Like he must know it's not safe, and he goes, "Yeah, it's okay. It's gonna go with this."
But I suppose it's not so much about showing you who the heroes are and who the villains are. It's about showing you culpability and how everyone's kind of obeying along the chain.
I think there's two movies. There's like the first movie is setting up why it happens and who's involved, and that's okay. That's pretty good. And then the second half is just the disaster, and I think that's
second half is all.
It's pretty spectacular, like in terms of.
Like I'm not happy with the structure of the film, but one thing I say is the characters were great. Good character development, whatnot.
Suppose we sum it all up. Or I can start. I think it's probably not going to tax your brain too much, but it's a good example of an old-fashioned disaster film. And it's, populated by good actors doing their best, and whatever kind of minor quibbles I have about it, I still think it's worth a watch. So I'd probably give it 3.5 out of 5 or 10.
I like 10.
10, okay, well he likes 10, so I'd give it a 7, I think. 7,
yeah, I like it. I think the second half is pure on spectacle, lovely to watch, albeit in a lovely is not quite the right word, but it's amazing to watch. And I think they do a good job of building the characters up enough in the first half that you care about them in the second half, which is nice to see. And I'd go similar. I'd go 7 as well. So I'd definitely recommend it.
So it all hinges on grain here.
I'll go against the grain. Like I did enjoy a lot of things about the film, and I agree with the lads. The character development was good, setting up the characters good, but for me it went on too long. I think it wasn't timing it, but it felt like actually building up to the characters nearly took probably 40-50 minutes, and then the rest of the film is just kind of destruction until the end of the film, which I wasn't just keen that destruction. I needed a bit more of a balance to be more entertained. I found a lot of just the effects in general is jumping from kind of real effects to CGI to real effects to CGI, and exterior, interior, just too constant for me, and took me out of the film. I wouldn't really recommend it. I would give it.
You wouldn't recommend that?
I didn't enjoy that sitting now, to be honest.
That's your opinion. And we respect everybody's opinion here.
Even if they're wrong. Out of 10.
Out of 10, I would probably give it a 3.
What? 3?
No! No, that is wrong.
4?
Oh Christ.
Okay. Well, listen. On that note, we'll sign off.
3 out of 10.
And
I'm in trouble.
thanks for taking the time to watch this, and adios.
So, and are any guys going to back me up here against these two
No,
guys,
no,
or
I'm going to back him up.
please back me up? Tell us what you think in the comments. Thanks for stopping by. See you again.
Bye again.